Funny how people imagine Israel as a monochrome postcard, when Scripture itself paints in technicolor. The myth of a single look for Israel collapses the moment you open the text themselves. Ask yourself, why do we cling to a single image when even Moses' family didn't? Torah, Tanakh, and the Hebrew Bible. Israel's diversity is not a modern invention. It's embedded in the earliest stories.
King David's appearance.
So, he sent and brought him in. Now he was ruddy, with beautiful eyes and a handsome appearance. 1 Samuel 16 verse 12, New American Standard Bible. The Hebrew word 𝘵𝗵𝗹 means ruddy or reddish, often interpreted as red hair or a reddish complexion. Imagine the irony. The most celebrated king of Israel, the ancestor of the Messiah, didn't fit the stereotypical olive-skinned image. He stood out.
Moses' wife Zipporah.
Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the 𝘆𝐭𝐿𝐄𝐿 woman whom he had married. For he had married a 𝘆𝐭𝐿𝐄𝐿 woman. Numbers 12 verse 1.
𝘆𝐭𝐿𝐄𝐿𝐿
refers to people from Cush, associated with Nubia or Ethiopia in plain terms. Zipporah was black. The leader of Israel married outside his ethnic group. And Scripture records the tension it caused.
Ask yourself,
if diversity was controversial then, why do we pretend it doesn't exist now?
Historical context. Israel sat at the crossroads of Africa, Asia, and Europe. Trade routes brought Egyptians, Nubians, Phoenicians, and Persians through its gates. Intermarriage wasn't rare, it was inevitable. The land was never isolated. It was porous, absorbing cultures like a sponge.
New Testament. The New Testament continues the theme, grounding Yeshua firmly in his cultural and physical context.
Yeshua's identity.
The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us.
John 1 verse 14.
The incarnation is rooted in Galilee and Judea, where olive-toned skin was the norm. Yeshua was a Middle Eastern Jew, not a pale European figure from Renaissance paintings.
Symbolic description in Revelation.
His feet were like burnished bronze refined in a furnace, and his voice was like the roar of many waters.
Revelation 1 verse 15.
Bronze imagery suggests darker, earth-toned skin.
Ask yourself,
why do we sanitize this imagery into something more palatable, when the text itself insists on depth and contrast?
The Roman Empire was a melting pot. Soldiers, merchants, and slaves from Africa, Gaul, and Arabia mingled in Judea.
Yeshua's disciples themselves reflected diversity. Simon the Zealot, Matthew the tax collector, and even outsiders like the Ethiopian eunuch in Acts. The gospel spread along trade routes, carried by people of every complexion.
Qur'an.
The Qur'an affirms the same truth.
Diversity is divine design.
David, Dowd.
We gave David the Psalms.
Qur'an 4 verse 16:3. Though the Qur'an doesn't describe his hair color, it honors him as prophet and king, reinforcing his role in Israel's diverse history.
That Moses married one of the two women.
Qur'an 28 verse 27. Islamic tradition identifies her as Zipporah, daughter of Jethro again. Diversity is not erased, it's acknowledged.
Human diversity as divine will.
And among his signs is the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the diversity of your languages and your colors. Surely in that are signs for those who know.
Qur'an 30 verse 22.
Here, diversity isn't a problem.
It's a sign. Ask yourself, if God celebrates difference,
why do humans resist it?
Islam emerged in Arabia itself, a crossroads of African, Persian, and Byzantine influence. The Qur'an's emphasis on diversity flexed lived reality. Caravans carried goods and people across continents, blending cultures in every marketplace.
Layered periods.
The anthropological crossroads.
Israel's geography made diversity inevitable.
To the south,
Egypt and Nubia.
to the east,
Mesopotamia and Persia.
to the north,
The Mysa and Anatolia.
to the west.
Greece and Rome.
Every empire wanted Israel because it was the land bridge between continents. Every conquest brought new faces, new languages, new intermarriages.
There's irony.
The very land some claim as pure was always mixed.
Ask yourself, why do we cling to the fantasy of homogeneity when the archaeological record shows Egyptian scarabs, Greek amphorae, and African ivory in Israelite homes?
From David's red hair
Zipporah's black identity
to Yeshua's olive-toned skin,
to the Qur'an celebration of diversity, the testimony is clear. There's never been one look, one dress, or one skin tone. To deny this is to deny Torah, gospel, and Qur'an.
book size, it just revealed.
Challenge yourself.
Will you accept the technicolor testimony of Scripture or cling to the monochrome?